Hi, everyone. How are you? Hope that you are well. This is the Love and Money Show, and today I'm going to talk about Apple, specifically Apple stock. As you know, Apple is always finding ways to improve themselves. So I'm going to just calculate how much money would you have if you had invested $1,000 into Apple back in 2007. So you know that was a long time ago. So if you had invested $1,000 into Apple in 2007, you would have $36,981. However, if you continued investing $1,000 a year from 2008 to now, you would have $181,746. So that is investing $1,000 in Apple starting from the year 2007 to now. You would have $181,746. So that's 1,000 a year. That's approximately $83 a month. That is the power of compound interest. That is the power of investing. And that is the reason why you should be in the stock market. If you have any hesitation on whether you should be in the stock market or not, that is just one clear example of what investing $1,000 a year into Apple stock would have given you from the year 2007 to now. So I'm sure you have wasted a lot of money in your lifetime. We all have. So if you have wasted $1,000 before, there's not much difference in instead of wasting it, putting at $1,000 a year into Apple stock, if you see what I mean. Instead of wasting it, throwing it away, investing it, letting it grow, letting it compound over time. And so that is a small example of how $1,000 a year can grow to 181,746. Imagine if you really got focused and you put 5,000 a year in to this stock, or 4,000 a year, or 3,000 a year. Imagine how much that would compound. It would compound by three times the number I gave you, four times the number I gave you, five times the number I gave you. So that is the power of being in the stock market and letting compound interest work for you. Now, normally it is not advisable to just put your money in one stock. That's why you hear about index funds all the time. Index funds are safer. Things like index funds, ETFs are safer. But I just wanted to show you the power of being in one stock. Even though some people do not recommend it, it has a huge potential to grow from nothing to an absorbently high amount by doing the opposite of what people advise. Keep in mind, if you do decide to put your money in one stock, it should only be money that you are willing to lose. Okay. So this is basically owning a share of a company, owning a part of a company. When you invest your money into a company like Apple, then you become a part owner. And when they get profits, you get part of the profits. So that is what is going on with Apple. Apple is always finding ways to improve. They will be coming out with the iPhone 14 in November, and that is just a an example of a calculation on how much money you would have if you were an investor in Apple, and why you should be in the stock market if you have any hesitation about whether you should be in it or not. Also, it's important to invest for your kids. If you have kids and they're very small and they don't understand the stock market right now because they're too small, invest for them. You don't have to be rich to get into the stock market. You could do things like put $5 a week is better than doing nothing. So invest for your kids. Get into the habit of investing for your kids. Then, when your kids become older, teach your kids how to invest for themselves. Like too often in our community, we are not investing at all. And if we are, we're finding about it too late. You're investing in your 40s when you should have knew about this in your 20s. And then there's still people that still don't know about it. Like you have family members that are doing it secretly and privately and not sharing the information with you. They don't care if you are family. They're doing this secretly, privately, not sharing the information with you. You find out in your 40s. You should have been doing it in your 20s. However, some people will never find out about this. There are people in their 70s and 80s just learning how to buy a stock. So it's a very unfortunate situation, but it's better late than never. And I just wanted to share an example of a calculation with Apple stock, putting 1,000 a year into something like this and how it grows and how it compounds over time, even though you're putting in a very small amount, how it how it compounds and how it grows over time, as opposed to throwing your money away, wasting your money, uh, throwing it away on fast food or clothes or hair, um, putting that money into the stock market, even if it's a small amount. That way, when you become older, um, maybe you are not able to work anymore, or you'll have something there for yourself. You're helping yourself by investing. You'll have something in your latter years instead of having nothing. So, if you are not too familiar with the stock market right now and you're interested in learning how to invest, I will be coming out with a class to teach people how to invest in the stock market. If you're interested, email me. My email is info@elevationmentor.com. Email me the word elevate if you would be interested in this stock market class that I will be having coming out in a few weeks. Uh, if you already are familiar with the stock market, you can send my information to people who are younger than yourselves, um, perhaps people that are in their 20s. You can refer them over to me about this stock market class because it's important to share this information. I really don't understand how you could know something and not be willing to share it. Like just just keeping everything for yourself. So, but obviously that is what is happening. So, if you're not going to share the information, I will share the information. I'll be coming out with the class in a few weeks. If you're interested, go ahead and email me the word elevate, or like I said before, if you're already familiar, then just refer someone younger over to me where they can learn how to invest in the stock market instead of waiting until they hit 40 and 50 to figure it out. They should be knowing this already in their 20s or even younger. So, that is what I have for you today. This is the Love and Money Show. If you like the show, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're not a subscriber, leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Also, keep in mind, money is not everything. That is why the title of this show is called Love and Money. You could be the richest person in the world, but if you don't have love, what is the point of all of it? So, in the process, learn how to love. There are two good books out. One book is called Love and Respect. One book is called The Five Love Languages. And this is not only for women. Women should not only be reading these books, men should be reading these books and learning how to love women because the definition of a man is not how many women you can sleep with or being hard and going to prison. That is not a definition of a man. Definition of a man is someone who knows how to love, um, someone who commits themselves to marriage, who even have the thought of marriage in their mind. And believe it or not, there are men walking around that are not even thinking about getting married. Like, I never even would have thought of being married. That is the kind of thoughts that men have in their mind. So, the definition of a man is you have the thought of marriage in your mind. And not only is it important to build wealth, but building a family is important. A husband, a wife, and children. If you decide to have children, everyone does not want children. So I just thought I would throw that in because money is not priority. First is God, next, your family, then money. See, we get that backwards sometimes. So just remember priority, God, family. How do you have generational wealth when you don't even have a family? Wealth. All right. So this is the Love and Money Show. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you on the next video.